It may come as a surprise, but a section of Kentucky's Constitution still allows people to be punished for a crime with slavery. Bodie Brooks spoke with the Lexington church group working with lawmakers to try and change that. Bodie?
Yeah, Andrea, while slavery itself is illegal in Kentucky, there is a carve-out in the Constitution that's been there since 1891 that allows slavery as a criminal punishment. A group of young people are determined to change that, leading to a meeting with state lawmakers ahead of next year's session.
We decided if we don't change it, who will? So we decided to go and fix it.
It started with a mission trip last year learning civil rights history in the place once known as the City of Segregation, Birmingham, Alabama. The group was so moved, a month later, South Elkhorn Christian Church minister Michael Schwartzentruber delivered a sermon on a forgiving slave owner from Scripture, Philemon, where Kentucky's slavery amendment also came up.
We had a conversation following that sermon, and the youth, as audacious as it sounds, decided maybe we can change that. Maybe we can do something.
That sermon happened a year ago. Since then, the youth group is connected with the Fayette Human Rights Commission and began having the conversations with lawmakers that led to a hearing before the legislature's Commission on Race and Access to Opportunity.
Maybe some of you didn't know this was still in the Kentucky State Constitution, and I get that. I didn't know this until last year. That being said, it is still important to amend this section even though it's often overlooked. It's all about the what-ifs. Though many might say no one would use this section for the worst, what if they did? What if nothing ever changes? I was very nervous. I was shaking a little bit. It was fun, though.
The process to change the Constitution will require both a bill to pass the legislature and a ballot question for voters. As lawmakers cheered the effort, some also voiced caution and consideration to how the question is posed.
If we prohibit or forbid involuntary servitude, are we forbidding people to work in prisons?
We're under no illusion that that process won't have hurdles and issues and may stretch out and may be long, but we're prepared to see it through. We're prepared to learn as we go.
While this is not the first attempt to cut out slavery from Kentucky's Constitution, the group is hopeful their push may be the last. And the group is working with a Lexington lawmaker, Killian Timoney, to get that bill off the ground. We'll follow along when session returns in January. Andrea?